How much Bitcoin do you need to become a millionaire? Okay guys, in this video we're going to talk about exactly how much Bitcoin you need to purchase now in order to become a guaranteed millionaire in the future. So in this video we're going to be taking basically using my future price prediction where I think Bitcoin is headed in the future, and I'm going to give you guys a precise amount of Bitcoin that I think is required to basically become a millionaire without doing anything else. So obviously there's lots of other ways you can generate money. Obviously you can start a business, you can work overtime, you can sell things online, you can start a side hustle, you can invest in stocks, real estate. But how much Bitcoin do you need, exact amount, to become a millionaire? So the first thing we have to understand about Bitcoin is that Bitcoin is broken down into smaller units called Satoshis. So Satoshis, there are 100 million Satoshis in one Bitcoin. So the easiest way to figure this out is we need to figure out exactly where Bitcoin is headed into the future. So Bitcoin already topped out at an all-time high of like 64, 65,000, which is just the beginning, since less than 2% of people in the entire world have Bitcoin. And Bitcoin is basically starting to become the world's best savings account. So it's not just a cryptocurrency, it's a savings account. And one of the reasons why it's so popular in a lot of emerging economies like Africa and Latin America in Asia is simply because there are billions of people that don't have access to a regular savings account. So we have to basically break down the world in two separate parts. We have the developed world and the developing world. You know, in the developed world, you have, you know, in England and Europe and the UK and America, right? You have, in Japan, places like that, you have access to bank accounts, financial instruments. But the majority of the people in the developing world don't have that. So the easiest way for them to basically have a legit savings is to just basically buy Bitcoin. So that's kind of the basis of the foundation of the scarcity of Bitcoin and the fact that it's a savings account, basically. It's a savings account in cyberspace that basically has returned over 200% annually over the last 10 years or so. So basically you're going to get 100 to 200% based on historical trend, past historical trends. So let's use this information. If Bitcoin topped out at 65,000, if Bitcoin continues the same trajectory, guys, that means that using around a 200, let's say 200% compounded annual growth rates, and then maybe we can scale those growth rates down a little bit. So that means that Bitcoin should top out, because Bitcoin is not up a lot. So right now Bitcoin is, as I'm recording this video, it's only up like 35, 36% this year. So in order for it to go up 200% like it does annually, it would basically have to hit 100K by 2022, right? So by the beginning of 2022, we'd be at like 100K. And if we continue these historical trends, by the end of 2022, we would be at around 300K. And then continuing these trends by the end of 2023, going into 2024, we will be closer to around $900,000 for Bitcoin. And then by 2024, moving into 2025, we'll be over the $1 million mark for Bitcoin. So the easy answer is, if you just have one Bitcoin, you're pretty much guaranteed to be a millionaire in the next 3 to 4 years. So my guess is, right, based on the historical trends of Bitcoin, the scarcity, the fact that more and more people are going to be piling in on to cryptocurrencies. The cryptocurrency market cap is so small. It's like you've got publicly traded companies like Apple are worth more than the entire cryptocurrency market, which just tells you how small it is in comparison to stocks and real estate and other things. So let's say we hit $1 million in Bitcoin by 2024, right? Which means we could hit maybe potentially $3 to $5 million in Bitcoin by 2026. And then by 2027, 2028, we could be looking at a $10 million, $15 million Bitcoin. And by the end of the decade, Bitcoin could easily be trading at around $10 to $20 million per one coin. That's just how scarce it is. That's just how there are only 21 million coins. There's just not enough to go around. Okay, so I would say it really depends on your time horizon. If you want to become a millionaire in the next 5 years guaranteed, just buy one Bitcoin. If you want to be a millionaire guaranteed in the next 10 years, so by 2030, you just need 1/10 of one Bitcoin. So that means right now, at Bitcoin's current price, you probably only need to buy around, now obviously this is when I'm recording this video, guys. So I'm recording this video at the end of May in 2021. I say you probably only have to own about 1/10 of one Bitcoin. So right now you only have to put about $3,500 to $4,000. Let's say Bitcoin's price is fluctuating. Let's say you put $4,000 in Bitcoin and just forget about it. for the rest of the decade, I think you're guaranteed to be a millionaire by 2030. So for you younger guys out there, right? You guys are your teenagers. You guys are 18, 19, in your early 20s. The best thing that you can do for your financial future is to buy Bitcoin now and hold on to it. You have such a long time horizon. Obviously, invest in your 401k and open a Roth IRA and, save money, buy a house, do all of those things, but make sure you're holding on to at least 1/10 of a Bitcoin throughout this decade. And I'm going to tell you why. The numbers of wallets holding Bitcoin, most wallets do not hold a lot of Bitcoin. If you hold just 1/10 of one Bitcoin, right, just 0.1, that would be 10 million Satoshis, right, which is just 1/10 of one Bitcoin. So 0.1 Bitcoin. You're like in the top 10% wallets in the entire world. Okay, that's how few Bitcoin most people have. So all you got to do is get in that 10%, guys, right? If you have one Bitcoin, you're in the top 2%. But if you could just get at least 1/10 of one Bitcoin, you're guaranteed to be a millionaire. If you want to become a millionaire faster, then you need to get your hands on one Bitcoin because you're pretty much guaranteed to be a millionaire within the next 3 to 4 years. So, like I said, if you're thinking about becoming a millionaire in the next 3 to 4 years, get one Bitcoin. If you want to become a millionaire in the next 8 to 10 years, I would say get your hands on 1/10 of Bitcoin. Now, how to do this? Well, it's very easy, guys. You can obviously just dollar cost average, buy Bitcoin every time you get a paycheck. If you're sitting on a lump sum of money and let's say you got a settlement, or you sold your house, or you have a windfall, maybe an inheritance, right? You won the lottery. You've got $30,000, $40,000, $50,000 sitting on the sideline. Buying Bitcoin now, where the FUD is at extremely high, where people are scared about China news and Elon Musk, this is a great buying opportunity. Because you don't want to buy stuff at 65,000 where everyone wants it. You want to buy stuff when no one wants it. You can't make the biggest gains if you're buying when everyone else is buying. If you want to be rich, you want to make a lot of money, the markets are driven by, fear and greed. So if you want to make a lot of money, so the markets are driven by two emotions. You have fear and you have greed. So what you want to do is you want to buy assets when there's lots of fear, okay? When there's lots of greed, when the price is soaring, you don't really want to buy. I never bought Bitcoin over 60K. Once I was buying at 30K, 40K, 50K. Once it hit 60K, I didn't buy it. It's too popular. So it's just simply just buying it when no one else wants it. When the price goes up, do nothing. Just sit on it. That's what I personally do. Because I don't trade my Bitcoin. I don't look to, sell it 60K, buy it back. Some people do that. It works for them, guys. But there's tax implications. Joe Biden, and I don't know where you guys live, but, Joe Biden's figuring out a way to tax Bitcoin. So I don't want to have to pay taxes. I just want to buy it, as much of it, hold on to it long term. So that's what I would say, guys. If you want to become a millionaire fast in the next couple of years, get one, at least one. Hey, if you can get more than one, get more than one. But if you want to become guaranteed millionaire in the next, so if you're planning to retire in 10 years, guys, if you guys are 50, you want to retire at 60. If you're 40, you want to retire at 50. If you're 30, you want to retire at 40. 20, you want to retire in 10 years. Get 1/10 of one Bitcoin. Anything smaller than that, it's going to take you much longer, because remember now, Bitcoin's going to, if let's say you only get 1 million Satoshis, well then you're going to need Bitcoin to, go to $100 million for you to become a millionaire. So that could take far longer. That could take 15, 20, 25 years. I'm saying become a millionaire, within this decade, guys. Get at least 1/10. Get in that 10% club. And then I would say don't stop there. Continue adding to your position every paycheck. Every time you get money, it's going to really build your position over time, and you're going to be shocked at how much Bitcoin that you can accumulate with money you don't really miss, because you could have just spent the money on silly stuff like fancy clothes or shoes or something that's going to depreciate over time. Whereas if you buy Bitcoin and you hold on to it, you're not going to be upset. You're going to have great returns, and you're going to be glad you did. A year from now, 2, 3 years from now, you're going to be really glad you bought it. So that's it, guys. That's my video. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys enjoyed my content, please smash the thumbs up button and hit the red subscribe button. Subscribe to this channel. And make sure to check out the link description below. All of my favorite Bitcoin resources. I use BlockFi and Coinbase. Those are my 2 favorite ways to buy Bitcoin and stake Bitcoin, earn interest on it. So hope you guys enjoyed this video. Until next time, take care.